Well, here we are again, getting ready for another trip to Sturgeon Lake. It's going to be a little smaller crew this year. We had to suspend Bob Larson. If you remember last year's trip, he didn't really respect, especially his administrators above him. So we had a meeting, and he's been suspended for 1 year. He has to also take a course in how to respect administrators. He has to get an A in that. And I think Bob will. I think he's learned his lesson. Moose has gotten into retirement. This is his 2nd year of retirement. He's calmed down a lot. Reports are that he's got a couple girlfriends now, and his testosterone level is much higher. He hits the golf ball further. He's more mellow on the lake. So we expect very good things out of Moose. Ozzie's the same. His dog's Connie is also just a wonderful dog. We're looking forward to spending a week with him. Mike, he's calmed down a lot. I think he's going to have a much better year. I know last year the gin got a little too much for him, but I look for a good year with Michael. Glen Hines is going with us. He missed last year, so you didn't get a chance to see him. But he's a real nice guy, very calm, very mechanical, something we need on a trip like this. If you recall last year, we had some mechanical difficulties. Today was my last day of work. I'm now officially retired. So the theme this year will be Johnny Paycheck. Take this job, and you probably will hear that song quite a bit. So I'm all packed. We're in ready to go. I'm going to pick up Glen tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. We're going to meet in Two Harbors between 11:30 and 12. And hopefully we'll get up to Ignis, Ontario somewhere around 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So I'll be checking back. Here's the old master packer. We're in Two Harbors. It's summer. Two Harbors. There's Glen. He's going to get this thing organized. There's Moose. He's sleeping back there. He's getting it all ready. And we're in lovely Two Harbors. Here's Ozzie's house. Me and the dog are in there waiting, and we're out here getting wet. Well, just go into anybody's bag or box. Comes Ozzie and Tawny. Any words of advice?
No, I'm ready to go.
I think Bob Larson brought this weather.
I can see why he's not along.
Well, we suspended him for a year.
Well, yeah, once you're out, you're out.
Well, maybe next year. He behaves himself. I told him he has to take that class, how to respect your supervisors.
He said we want him to hear him say, I love principals and I love superintendents.
Right. 3 times, and then he can come back next year?
Right.
Okay. Here's Glen. We missed you last year, Glen.
Glad to be back.
Now, we're counting on you, Glen, not to catch fish.
It's always
And then we have Italian dinner.
Happy
Moose-made.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Moose made the spaghetti. It was wonderful.
Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers that weren't invited up here.
We're looking forward to chili. We'll have that in a couple of days. We always have chili one time here.
Where are those oyster crackers?
Ooh, we got the oyster crackers. We're looking for chili.
Is that chili going to be delivered?
It's going to be great. They've remodeled our little house here. You can see everything's so bright. They took out that wall. They put in some windows up above.
Everything but Mike.
There's Oz. New windows in the inside.
No bugs on the inside.
We don't have to fight mosquitoes anymore. We're happy to have Glen back this year. Welcome back, Glen. And the refrigerator's working. Mike isn't underneath it this year. He's up above and catching lots of lake trout.
Oh, Mike, you're over there.
Oh, Mike, show us your new present here.
It can either be this way or they can be that way.
One of his favorite relatives gave that
If
to
you're
him.
tall, you put them up here. If you're short, you go down there.
Are they pretty comfortable?
I love them. It's free. I've never felt so free in the swinging.
You're a swinger now. And as you can see in the inside, we've got carpeting, we've got a 2-holer, a vent pipe, paneling, no bugs, just like at home.
We know Chili. Tony's gone.
He didn't drop it off?
Well, Mr. A came up from our said Tony's not coming this year.
Oh no, no chili.
But Charlie said he was gonna make chili.
That's when I was his administrator. He told me he was going to have chili. He was going to make it for us, but I have since retired.
Trip, 1998.
Crank her up. There's Oz. There's Tawny. Hey, Tawny.
Where's Tony?
Now we're missing Tony.
That's Tony.
We're missing Larson. We're missing Pete this year. There's our chef. Look at that. Loon, that's that boiled loon, and then you cook it. How long do you have to cook it after you boil it?
About 6 hours.
You boil it with a rock.
Okay?
Potatoes,
Then
Yeah.
pound it with a rock.
and then you put onions,
Yeah?
and when the fork goes through the rock, the loon is done.
Okay? Now what happened to the chili again? I'm a little confused here.
Tony reneged.
Did he?
Well, he's jealous because he's got to work.
He's a pretty good employee. He told me, he says, Charlie, I'm not going this year, but I'm bringing the chili.
Bet he ate it all himself.
I think so.
I even offered to give him that meat.
Turns out, looks over his shoulder for the cap. There goes one of God's most awkward looking creatures.
I think you can see why. That's our boy. He's in charge of all the gear back there. Also, he's attracting mosquitoes, keep them away from us.
Catching a fish.
Net.
He needs the net for this one.
Oh, it's net him.
That's what we came here for. One of the things we came
What's
here.
this sportsmanship thing here? A real sportsman? Guess some like Roland Martin? Roll back.
Glen is pulling in another nice walleye. It takes a Wisconsin guide and a Rochester fisherman to put on the show.
Bubblegum that
This,
does it.
the bubblegum color. Look at that. I'll bet he's going to release it. Nice. Way to go, Mr. Sport. Zero in on him. He's working on it. The net is coming out. Got a nice walleye, they say. Charlie is bending over. He sometimes misses those. Okay, they kick it out of the net. And there is Tony keeping an eye on everything. About this fishing. Hiya.
doesn't have a fishing rod.
And there's Ozzie Carlson sitting there just waiting away.
How's the fishing?
Oh, fishing great if you know how to do her.
You got any northern up?
No northern. How about you guys?
Can't find any.
Oh, we're gonna work for him in a little while. We kind of wanted to get, you know, we're WKRP Cincinnati filming this fishing show. We're looking for Lonnie. And you guys know where she is? Let's see you get one. You're on film live, you ought to get one now. Well, I guess we'll have to come back to these guys. Yeah, old Iowa overalls, see? Bib overalls. It's what you look like when you're retired.
Glen?
I'm out there.
And it was my lure.
Yeah,
All right, Glen.
Mike Healy made my day.
Is that right? Where'd you
Now,
catch?
this is the biggest fish I've ever pulled out of here.
Where'd you catch that monster?
Down by the Eagle's Nest, about 8 feet offshore in shallow water. He hit it, bam! That was it. It was just a solid weight on the end.
So how much do you think that thing goes?
Well, with Moose's scale, it weighs 7 pounds, 12 ounces. It's 36 inches long. So, look at that.
Beautiful fish. Yeah.
Charlie's steak man.
Say, Mr. Anderson,
Any other thing he
I have a
fucking
question for you.
Where's the jelly?
Where's the door? We know. Put the hand up. I want you to tell me now. Are you voting for Bob Larson? We suspended him this year. Are you voting for him next year?
Bob Larson can come on any fishing trip I'm ever on, and you can put that in writing. Bob Larson is a class guy.
Is that right? All right.
He might be a jerk.
So that's
but he's-
1-0. Michael, what is your opinion now, Bob
I'm
Larson?
holding my opinion until I talk to him next 2 times. And then I'm going to evaluate it and I'll decide at that time. Because he has to be a little nicer to his administrators next year.
Okay, so it's 1 and then kind of a neutral.
It's neutral. I'll vote on it next spring.
Jeez.
I'll mail it in.
I thought you were an administrator that made decisions.
I'll finish his drink, Bob, because
guess
he doesn't
I
know
was
what he
wrong.
can. It says Mike here.
Glenn, now, what is your verdict here on Mr. Larson?
I want to know what kind of cigars he smokes.
Well, he's getting better.
Is he?
Yeah.
None of those 10 centers?
Oh, no, he's into the big time now.
Okay, well, I'll give him a vote then.
All right, that's 2 to a neutral. And Mr. Carlson, we suspended Bob Larson this year because he wasn't respecting his administrators. He was very negative towards administrators.
He was?
Yes, he was. Didn't you notice that last year?
No,
Well, you had your hearing aid turned down.
way down.
Yes. Would you vote for Bob now for next year to come back?
Bob was a good fellow.
Okay,
You like Tony? He's my kind of guy.
okay. And you'd like to
Tony
have
come back.
Tony to come back too? We didn't suspend Tony. His wife just got a hold of him.
Tony, you can come back.
If he cooks chili, Tony's back. All right.
Tony's good.
Well, my vote is if he takes that class, How to Respect Your Administrators 101, then he can come back. Now I'm going to take a look at the steaks because they're probably just sizzling and it's my job
So
to take
we
care of
got
them.
3 for Larson, 1 maybe, and 1 possible.
Right. Oh my goodness, look at that. Those are our steaks. This is Thursday night. We drink up everything we got left. We eat up everything. It's always raining. It's raining
Former
tonight.
educator.
We sear the tops of them so they seal in the juices there. We did a pretty good job. Now we'll do that side and then we'll try to shut them down and cook them a little bit. Good cigars.
Yeah, we're up here in the pristine wilderness and you gotta smoke the goddamn cigar smoke.
I'll tell you one thing, I don't give up any compliments. No, this is a fact. And you're the only probably non-smoker in this group. You have never complained much about smoke. I mean, you might position.
That's a compliment?
That is a
Give me
compliment.
5. All right.
Chef today. Glenn,
The chickens came through.
here's a little omelet we're going to have. Could you tell the ingredients for that, Glenn?
There were 25 eggs in there. Oh, look at that. 4 onions.
That's a portion. Ozzie, just a tad, but don't touch it.
Now, is that all I get?
And good double handful of ham and cheese.
Holy mama.
Baked for 67 minutes at 375. Just in case you want to duplicate the recipe someday.
Ta-da! This is our one last look at our refurbished home away from home. This is on the east side. Going along the north side here. A new door. It's in the back of the cabin. It's kind of a yuppie door. Next year, we're going to put a new roof on here. Here's our gear. We're all ready to go. Ozzie's waiting as they're cleaning out the cabin right now. We're waiting now for the boat to come in. It's a beautiful, calm day on Sturgeon Lake.
For the tug, we found something on the dock. A dragonfly just emerged from its nymphal skin. It's sitting there, letting its wings stretch out and dry out. It's a big one. Let's get in focus there. There we go. Yeah. Pretty soon that's going to fly away and eat some mosquitoes.
Few bugs down there.
We could move that trailer ahead a little bit.
And he's chugging on a diet.
We're not going to get paid.
There's Mike.
Your orange juice?
Oh yes, I forgot my orange juice. The water is down quite a bit this year. You can see it comes through here with a lot of fruit.